views?
What about views?
You don't play for people?
So what have you been up to? I just got done going over friend's sister's house and had all her family there, and we had tacos, and
Sorry.
it was very nice. Yes, I'm sorry. You're unavailable. Hang a sign on it. Welcome to the 4 o'clock shadow, number 1263. Howder 6480 in the house. Hello, Howder.
Hey, welcome.
Hope everyone's having a wonderful Sunday. I just got done, having lunch a little bit ago. A little digestive time. And
4 o'clock in the afternoon. You're just having lunch?
Well, I mean, it was probably about after 1 before I actually imbibed and ate tacos. But
Why does that record like living on Spanish time? He doesn't eat dinner until 10 o'clock.
I'm a slow eater.
Yeah.
I don't know. I went.
Everybody 1,000.
I went and visited a church that I'd been saying that I was going to go visit for a while, and it lasted till about 1 o'clock, I guess, or after I was seeing everybody and saying bye and everything. So, and then I thought we were going to go out to eat, but we went over to my friend's sister's house, and
so wait a minute. What time did you get to this church?
10 o'clock.
Start at 10.
So it was a couple hour service. 10 to 12.
In around about 3 hours, you managed to take out an established church that had been there forever. And
well,
yeah.
once I found it, I mean, I kept driving by it. I did not see the sign. They need to do something on their branding, because it's not really that apparent.
Wow. You're not branding the Lord very well. We're going to talk with the bishop.
But I had fun. I liked the pastor, congregation, the setting. It was all nice.
Fun at church?
Huh?
I said fun at church? Why are you having fun? You're supposed to be there repenting of your
nothing
sin.
Better to do, I guess. Woke up early and tried to fry some pickles, or fried some pickles last night. Whatever. It all blurs together.
Dude, it's hard to get the breading to stick to pickles. You gotta do
what I was gonna say. I actually bought the sandwich sliced pickles instead of like the quarter wedges or whatever.
Right. Okay.
And I thought, okay, thinner might be better. I've not tried these. I have a dry sheet, and I put some out earlier today, so they've been out sort of drying and drying up a little bit and whatnot. And then I think maybe I will put some flour, wet them a little or something, and wet them, or an egg would work, probably a little bit of egg. But you're right. The breading didn't want to stick. I wound up taking most of the breading and just putting it in the hot oil on this big mass that was, I laid like 3 pickles down and then poured all that over the top of it, because it was wanting to stick to the bottom. The pickles were at first, and you don't want to.
There's got to be. Yeah, there's got to be a trick to getting that the breading to stick. 'Cause
Well, the breading really
Mama
doesn't
and
stick
I,
that well at Sonic. You know, Sonic's had some of those, and the breading comes right off. You know,
yeah,
of course they're still
like
hot. Maybe if you let them cool down, but then you know they're not near as good as greasy and
I know,
soft.
right? You're probably, you're far too pious a man to go have lunch at Hooters, but they
Well,
got
we don't
fried
have a
pickles
Hooters,
there.
so I'm
And I don't know how they do them, but they manage to make the breading stick on those pickles, dude. And that's pretty
I know,
damn
but
good.
when I ate it, our last day there, we ate at Buffalo Wild Wings in Atlanta, and they've got some pretty good fried pickles.
Like
Texas,
pickle chips, yeah.
hey,
If you can get that breading to stick, those things are pretty tasty. You know.
there's not that many people that actually have fried pickles in their repertoire on their menu.
We don't. We've only got like 2 or 3 places
Yeah.
around
Texas
here.
Roadhouse does it. Texas Roadhouse does it. I used to
Oh, do they?
get,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Mhm.
They just built a new one over here off the highway by me.
Huh?
So
Okay. Do you like fried
I haven't
pickles?
been there. Yeah, I like fried pickles, but yeah,
Yeah.
fried dill pickle things. They're. I think it was the Hooters over here. They had like a
I've
couple
never
different
eaten at
kinds.
a Hooters.
They had a garlic something or another dill pickle that was fried. Oh, those were good, dude.
Mrs. Good Stuff. She says fried pickles are on every stinking menu here.
Hey, Mr. G. Really? Wow. You guys are spoiled.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought about doing some bread and butter chips too, because usually that's reserved just for dill pickle. But
Hmm?
bread and butter would probably be good too. You know.
Bread and butter, yeah, they would probably be really tasty.
Yeah. Yeah. I eat that, and sometimes I'll get some gherkins, little gherkins. You know.
Yeah, the little baby, like tiny
Uh-huh.
kills.
Uh-huh.
Those are good.
Yeah,
Dude, I saw
but
something the other day. It was like some kind of documentary thing that said how Vlasic Pickles went out of business. Have Vlasic Pickles disappeared? I didn't realize it, but I don't remember
Fenelon,
seeing
I don't
that.
know. You're becoming a source of misinformation. Howbeit it may be in good faith, but Tom Selleck didn't die, and Vlasic,
Oh,
there's no
well,
way that they went out of business. There's no way.
I don't know. I didn't watch the fucking thing yet. I just said I saw something on the fucking internet the other day. You know what?
Well,
Whatever. I'll fail. You have a great day.
I've done it too. With Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, like
So
6 times.
no, not 6 times. No.
No, oh wait, that was Abe Vigoda. I forgot.
Yeah, a Pagoda fish. Yeah, on Barney
Dude,
Barney
they said he
Miller.
was dead like 15 different times. All
Yeah,
the
that's true. That's only because he looked
TV
like he
shows.
was a cadaver when he was alive. He goes way back to at least acting in the 40s and stuff. I've seen him in things
He
when he
probably
was
did.
young.
He was probably like in vaudeville or something when he was a kid, right?
Probably.
You know,
Yeah.
that did,
Probably.
that
Yeah.
did better.
Yeah. He would be that age. He probably did. Yeah. I
But
was
it's just funny
they
how
had
many.
on over there, they had on Casper on the movie, and there's a scene where he's looking in the mirror, and I didn't, or the father is, and I didn't quite look at it. I know there was Rodney Dangerfield and Mel Gibson, and there was somebody else he kind of changes into for a second in the mirror, and I was like, oh, Rodney Dangerfield was in Casper? I totally forgot about that. And Mel Gibson, too.
Yeah,
I remember. Yeah.
Dude, I haven't watched that movie probably since it came out.
Right.
That would have been my oldest daughter was still a kid. That was like 90s, right? When that one came out, late 80s, early 90s. Casper,
Yeah, probably
maybe,
early 90s.
maybe,
Yeah, when
maybe mid 90s. But yeah,
maybe somewhere in there. Yeah.
Yeah, that
So
would
I
have
did a
been.
watercolor sketch card, and I couldn't resist just putting a few highlights on there, an alcohol marker, and I did ink it. I did outline it in black. This is a character that I did the other night off a canvas, and decided to give him, an official. Plus, I had a name for him, Dream Watcher. Dream Watcher.
Yeah. All right.
So kind of different.
Good. Kind of tenderly.
Tenderly, yeah. Tentacly, yeah. These are going to look nice. I think I've about decided that I'm going to put them in top loaders for everybody to go along with their charter member card, because that makes a pretty good presentation. Wouldn't you agree? He would not. So
Yes. No. I sorry, Mama.
I'm not sure everyone will get, like the 9-pocket cards and stuff. So I thought, I'll just, send the original artwork in a top loader along with the charter member card, and just like that. That looks nice,
Yeah, and then that way people know that that's it's not just a regular trading card. That's the original piece.
Yeah. Or if I wanted to cut down on, I could double package it. I could put the artwork on one side and the card, and that way that this is the premium that goes with your card. The first premium.
Yeah.
You could do that. I imagine there's probably enough room, and they probably stay in there better if I put 2 of them in, because this is kind of wants to slide out some. I mean, it takes a little effort.
You pinch the top closed and just put a little piece of magic tape.
Yeah. Well, I would use the magic tape. Yeah. But yeah.
That's what I said.
That's usually what they do. Yeah.
That way
Thank you, Edwin. Appreciate that. Yeah.
Hey, Edwin.
Yeah. So what I did on this one a little bit different. I used watercolor pencils to color it with, and then, like I say, I went over a little bit of it, highlights with the alcohol marker, like in the middle of his face there and whatnot. Just
watercolor pencil. How does that work? Do you dip your pencil in the water?
No, the way I did it was I drew it. I drew it with the watercolor pencil. The outline in a darker green. And so that's kind of what I wound up inking over in black, because I decided to make it in black instead of making it like a wash, as much. So I drew it out in green and red, and then I just took my fine brush and did the little areas, watered them down area by area.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just kind of feathered them out and stuff.
Yeah. And then did the back. Then after I had him pretty much done, I did the background, area by area. Because he's got these smaller tentacles. He's got these smaller tentacles that come out that aren't just like on his head, like they're almost like a little jester costume, These are like actually sensory eye stalks,
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this guy, is he one of the 43, or is he a good guy? Bad guy?
No, he's kind of like Invade Your Dreams. Now,
well, with a name like Dream Watcher, yes, kind of, expect
he
that.
will encounter the 43, because I have a character called Dreamer, and I think that like characters like Euphoria, I'm thinking about putting him in that Euphoria story, to even make it look more bizarre,
well, I mean, those would work well together. You got Dream Watcher and Euphoria. Come on, that's They just kind of go together, right? I mean,
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've got one that's called Dreamer too. I haven't designed her out yet, but
yeah.
she's kind of the character that was walking away, and I was like, well, what can I do that? And I had kind of lightning going off of
Getting
her.
crowded.
She was,
That's real right.
she was just kind of walking through the cosmos naked,
Well, well, hey,
No,
more power
yeah,
to you.
yeah. Lady
It's fun.
Godiva. Yeah,
Oh, somebody reminded me earlier.
without
You
the
ever
horse.
remember seeing Life Force, Rex? The space vampire girl. She walks around naked the entire movie.
Y Force?
Mm-hmm.
Never heard of that.
Oh my god, dude. Really? You were so sheltered.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess. I mean, I just didn't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm sorry, I just teased it.
Yeah, I don't know. There's just, I
No,
bought Famous
I
Monsters.
forget what
I
the
was into
girl's name
monsters
is,
and
but
stuff. But
it's really cool. She's a space vampire. They find this it's a typical old science fiction distress signal. We gotta go rescue somebody,
yeah,
and they don't know what they're running into, and then they find this like amazingly beautiful, just naked girl. Like, she's like German or something. She has no compunctions about walking around naked in front of everybody, and they're all just like, "Oh, how did you survive?" And then they take her onto their ship, and by the time they get back to Earth, she's already killed everyone because she's a space vampire.
right. Yeah. And what are you gonna do? You got limited meal ticket on that trip, right? There's only so many people on the rocket ship.
Yeah, I mean, she's got to like, be conservative about how she drinks them up.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
But yeah, it's just a crazy ass fucking movie, dude.
Slow
Like
drain. Slow drain.
mid
Yeah.
70s, maybe late 70s. It's fucking.
I let it bleed in the background because I do have these fine tip. I tried, putting get enough blue off on the brush, with these fine tips, and I said that's not really working. But I would wet the area of the background there, and then I would just touch it to the water, and it would kind of bleed out a little bit, and do a wash. And that's because these are little fine tip of watercolor set that I bought that looks like the old, I don't know what you call them, flare pens, flare.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a little bit.
Flare tip. Yeah, except they're watercolor and they're in different colors. I bought that at the 5 and Below, but that would probably work good, right? I mean, the artwork on one side and your charter member card on the other.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
And that way, this is your first premium.
Yeah, and
you go with your card, you get an original piece of artwork.
Top loader.
Yeah, one top loader, and it will stay in there. With especially with both of those in there.
Oh, yeah.
And if you want to take it out, put it in
kind of like a little,
something, then you can.
They tend to have like a little static cleanliness, like on the inside of them. Yeah. So like once you get your artwork in there and you get the top loader closed back up, it kind of cleans to itself a little bit.
Yeah, it does.
You can put a little piece of tape at the top. I've seen a lot of people do that, man.
Yeah.
Shit, I gotta do an unboxing here.
You do.
Okay, Wednesday on the sardine stream. I got Luke's campaign. What is my brain not working right now?
I don't know. Why is your brain not working right now?
And then pain all weekend, right? My life is pain.
Well, you got married.
Anyway. Yeah,
I had to throw that in there. Wow. It was too easy. Yeah. I'm nearing in on like.
What can I say?
I think I'm about 54 in right now, completed, totally completed. Nothing left to do, you know. Uh, I might pack them in the top loaders. I'm trying to do everything that I can, you know.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it don't hurt to get ahead of it. You know.
Yeah. Well, like I bought the magazine boards and bags for the books before the books are printed up. I've had them for months, you know, and I stuffed them,
Right.
remember? So, and put
That's
them in a
what I'm saying.
box.
When you get that way, you
Mhm.
can lay everything out like in an
Yeah.
assembly line. So when you
Yeah.
put packages together, you go, okay, this guy gets this, and this.
Well,
Boom,
that
you shut
much
it off.
that'll be, you know, I knew I was gonna. I can get as probably as good a deal as or whatever. I just wanted to make sure that was done. And I'll just give those to RJ because he'll be the one fulfilling and actually putting the books in
No,
there.
no,
Probably
okay.
unless I go over there and help him, I could do that too. You know,
Well, I hope
but he,
RJ's not mad.
huh?
I said I hope RJ's not mad at me.
Oh, he is.
No, I said I hope he's not. I don't
Oh,
know.
you hope
I don't
he's
know if
not.
he is or
Oh,
not.
okay.
So the whole never mind. We won't get
I
into
don't know
that.
why he would. I don't know why he would be. I don't know why anybody would be mad, you know, but we can't talk about that
I,
if Gary's in here.
no, I don't want to talk about it anymore. Anyway, I'm
Yeah.
happy that they got it
Well,
fixed.
I just want to
They got
acknowledge, you know,
everybody taken care of.
I I wasn't wanting to get into any debate and it kind of became a debate because she brought it up and it's like, look, I'll run my you can make a suggestion out in the chat if you want, but don't. And I know that's all she was doing, but you know, let me, you know, if we want to talk about the second coming of the Antichrist on this channel, I will, or whatever, you know. I trim my toenails, whatever. You know, I don't want any, I want to talk about, I don't want anybody censoring me from, and I don't think she was trying to, but at the same time, she was making a very strong suggestion to change the subject. And it's like, look, I'm not talking negatively, you know, don't make it into anything negatively. I do want to address that problem fixed. And I didn't see a big problem anyway. If I had not gotten a corrected book, I still would have been happy, you know? I mean, I've been looking forward to that book for a couple of years now, you know, and I was glad I was able to, one of the few books that I supported, you know,
and you know,
again.
that's
Well, I mean, you never said anything
I
negative.
wasn't trying to be negative about anything. I was just like,
It,
unfortunately, this is the kind of thing that can happen, especially on your first
right.
campaign.
The only,
You know,
the only reason it was made into any kind of negative connotation is Pops came in here and said what he said.
all right,
So
we're done. Please,
yeah,
Julian. Moving
yeah,
along.
yeah. So we're done with
I'm
that
so
anyway.
sorry, guys. Hey, Janko. Welcome, Buzz. Hell, 64
Welcome, welcome.
And Mr. Good Stuff. Always good to see you, my dear.
Absolutely. You know, talk fried pickles and Mrs. Good Stuff shows up.
Hi, kiddo. Oh, the marketing director just got home.
Now you probably like fried mushrooms too, right? Battered up mushrooms.
Oh, yeah, bro. Oh, yeah. I love
Yeah, and you're probably a ranch dipper, aren't you?
No, I do not
No,
know. No,
oh,
no kind of
I
ranch
forgot you don't
ever.
like ranch. Well, what do you dip your stuff in?
Mustard or seafood sauce or spicy barbecue.
That's my favorite
Um,
condiment is mustard, bar none.
or
Now I like
like
barbecue sauces,
with
but yeah.
like fried mushrooms and stuff. I'll even do just like a straight up marinara, where it's just a straight
Oh yeah,
tomato sauce.
that's good
That
too.
that's
Oh
that's
yeah,
pretty good. Yeah.
that's real good.
Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, oh dude, I love a good fried mushroom. They do them just right. Those things just melt in your mouth. That's just, so good.
I really enjoyed that director's cut of Legend. That was pretty good, you know, and
Was
there
it
was a little
okay?
I don't,
Did you do
you
it?
know, I
Did
might
you do
even
a
have
stream
the
or?
it seems like I already have Legend, so I don't think it's probably director's cut, although the director's cut's been out a while. Because this director's cut is from 2016. So
Yeah.
I hope I didn't buy the same. It doesn't look like the one I have, but it's been a while since I've watched Legend.
Yeah, but it
The
might have.
thing that really impressed me about Legend is they had a build up of Timothy Curry's character. You didn't see him till the very end, and then you're like, wow, because those horns are way out here.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, his costume was fucking amazing, and that was all practical shit back in the day too. Dude.
Yeah, yeah.
They had to find a way to build that light enough that he could actually still hold it up.
Well, I mean, they could have made that stuff with painted styrofoam, really.
Yeah, but the problem is back in the day, making it look good, and you can't use just any kind. You can't use just any kind of paint with styrofoam because if you have
that's
like an oil base,
it'll eat it away.
Solvent, it'll just fucking dissolve your styrofoam as you spray it on.
Right.
So,
right. Yeah.
That's not good.
Now one thing you could do is like put a layer of acrylic that's not going to hurt it, and then put another layer over top of that, and then put your solvent-based paints on top of that because it's got the other paint layers as a buffer.
Yeah, but dude, I mean, but see, then you're getting into doing like you got to go lay a couple of coats on, sand it, buff it, lay another couple of coats on, sand it, buff it.
I mean, you got special effects people back in the day. That's what they did. They loved that crap.
Dude, you're getting into custom paint work. I'm just saying, when you got a deadline to meet and stuff. There's a lot of work involved. That's why.
I imagine they had a headpiece that they would reuse. Though it's not like they probably made multiples. They probably made one or two as backup.
They probably cast 5 or 6 of them, depending on
Yeah. Usually they make a mold and cast. Yeah. They got. I don't know back then, but they've got like this Sterilite or whatever. I mean, it's air dried. I showed you. You can mold that and paint it, and it's really lightweight, like styrofoam. So they've got different things, even 40.
Well, the technology for all that stuff has gotten so good now. But nobody bothers to do practical effects anymore. They just say, fuck it, and CGI is, easier. And
right.
It's not cheaper. I know that.
Well, there's still some old school people like Carpenter and others that they, the effects people that is within the field. Yeah. And they may do half and half, but they got some practice.
Yeah, Greg Nicotero, he's a student of Savini.
He's the guy with the little thin black mustache, right? And he's made cameo walk-ins and stuff on some of
that's Tom Savini. Greg Nicotero is the guy with the long gray hair, kind of.
The ponytail and everything. Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's the Walking Dead guy.
Okay. Yeah.
So
I didn't know he
was. Yeah, he came out of Romero, Tom Savini. Yeah. That's where he came. He started working with Tom Savini, I think, when he was like 16 or 17, some shit like that.
Yeah,
fucking crazy. But those guys are old school. They still do a lot of physical makeup. I love that kind of stuff.
Well, I've watched a couple of great ones lately, like 1964, I think it was. It was Arthur Conan Doyle's Lost World, with Claude Rains, and the guy that was on Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, the second in command on that. Yeah. Even the native girl, she did a lot of westerns back then. I seen her on Gunsmoke. Take a drink, in multiple episodes. I was like, oh, that's a girl from Gunsmoke. Take another drink.
Dang it.
She was a beauty back then. The guy, the alien from, not the robot on the flying saucer, but the alien from The Earth Stood Still.
Nice.
He was in it. The
What was
Reedy
that
guy.
that movie I was watching with the motorcycle guy, too?
But I watched that one, and then what was the other one? Oh, Fantastic Voyage with Raquel Welch and Donald Pleasant. And I noticed in the credits that James Brolin was in that movie. He was one of the he was one of the technicians.
Oh, sorry, Rick.
He was one of the medical technicians or something, and I never did see him in it, but he's in the credits, James Brolin.
Really? No.
Yeah. The creepiest thing is with Donald Pleasant yelling, "Get me out of here, get me out of here," you know, and then the gelatal, you know, antibody comes over his face like the Blob and starts dissolving his head, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's dissolving the whole sub. They abandon the sub to get out of there on time, you know. And they go up the optic nerve, and they're on the eyeball, and so he gets a little teardrop on a glass slide and takes them in there, and then they grow bigger, and that's the end of the movie, you know.
Right.
You know, they used that all the way up to the 80s to train nurses and doctors and things with. They actually showed doctors and nurses because it was so accurate as a visual representation of like oxygenated blood and capillaries and stuff like that. It was,
that's
they
great.
did their research on that movie. That's a 20th Century Fox movie. I thought it was fascinating that James Brolin was in that, and he didn't make the cut. He did early makeup prosthetics for some of the chimpanzees and stuff in Planet of the Apes, but he wasn't in the movie. But there's still pictures of him in makeup.
Dude, he probably would have been a good General Urko, man.
Yeah. I think, didn't Urko from movie to movie kind of change? Because Claude Akins was General Urko at one point. And I don't think he was the original Urko. He kind of changed. And then there was the TV series too, and the animated series.
Right. So it gets very tangled and
the guy that was in the TV series, he was in, I believe he was in Rat Pack. Do you remember Rat Pack? Sort of a desert jeep during World War II or whatever. They were out in the desert and always going up against Rommel, I think, or something. Look it up. The Rat Pack. It was pretty popular on ABC, I think.
Yeah, I don't remember that one.
Or I remember it. I mean, you know, those couple of years that I've got on you, you know, I've seen some stuff you haven't. And, and
bro,
logistics, right?
Back then, when I was growing up, you know, my dad had gone through 3 tours in World War II. So when he ignored
didn't want to watch that stuff.
Well, no, when he ignored war shit, it was because it was shit. And it wasn't true to life. When we watched something, it was because he wanted to teach me something. And he taught me, don't ever fucking go to war. Unless you fucking have to. You stay here on American soil, and if the enemy comes here, you defend your fucking country. So don't fucking get on a boat and go overseas and go to war somewhere.
Yeah, that's life experience talking to you, isn't it?
All I know is what my dad told me.
Well, okay. And you never did, so.
No, I stayed away from the military and never enlisted. Because my dad was a police officer for 30 years before he died.
Right.
And before he died, he told me, don't ever become a police officer. It's too political. You get you're stuck in shit that you don't want to be involved in. So I, instead of having the easy route, I could have easily just walked right into a fucking nice job and been retired by now, like running a little pub or some shit. But I didn't do that.
That's
So my dad
interesting.
told me
Pal
that.
Rider says, I've been having trouble with the garage door closing in the afternoon. Figured it out. Was the sun messing with the infrared laser? Fixed it with the toilet roll, create a little shadow box there. The more you
Oh,
know, he
cool.
says. Until it rains and
Man.
gets soggy, maybe it's under
Well,
an
if you wrap
eave
it,
where it won't get wet,
if you wrap
but
it in,
good fix though. Yeah.
if you wrap it in some clear packing tape, it'll waterproof it for a good
Oh
while.
yeah, there you go. Yeah, he probably did that. Yeah. Absolutely, that worked.
Mm-hmm.
What was that TV show? With
Which one? You gotta give me more than that. What was that TV show? Could be a
it was
billion.
on ABC where he went and you never got to see the till the last episode. You never got to see the neighbor because he was always looking over the fence.
Oh, that was
With Tim Allen. Tim Allen.
Yeah, Tim Allen. What was it? Tool Time? Or no, that was the show that was on the show. It was called fuck.
Working
I
something.
can't remember.
Tim Allen show. Yeah, it's on the inside. He says the sensor, so it's all good. Yeah. Yeah,
It
the
was
sensors
called
that close.
like his show that he did like within the show was called Tool Time. That would be where he was doing all that kind of shit.
Don't strain your brain. It's okay. At least you figured out what show I'm talking about.
No, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I used to watch that quite a bit. That used to be a pretty popular show. He's a pretty nice comedian. I like him. I don't know what he did after that too much, but
yeah, he had a popular show there on ABC for a while, like kind of the same time when Rosie made her big comeback. And then, all the woke shit started, and he got canceled, Rosie got canceled, all the conservative people got kicked off of TV.
Home Improvement. Thank you, Pal Rider.
Home Improvement, thank you guys. Yes. I knew it was something simple, but I couldn't think of it.
Well, I just was looking for something to kind of fill the time to watch, and I had sort of that collection. The other two movies in there are like one wasn't in there, so I can't watch it. I think it was Neptune something with Ernest Borgnine. It was out in the 70s, and Towering Inferno. And I really didn't want to watch Towering Inferno.
Towering Inferno it's better than
I like it. I wanted more monsters and stuff like that. So I watched the two.
Right, I got you.
Or the shrink them down and put them in the body, and you got I know that's not monsters, but it's an interesting movie.
It's sci-fi.
Right. And when the antibodies or whatever the wrap around her,
or whatever. Yeah.
They wrap around her and then they get her on the ship and in the air it crystallizes. But still the guys are putting their hands on her breast and all over her in that scene, getting that stuff off.
Oh, dude, they're grabbing the shit out of that girl.
Yeah, they're grabbing the hell out of Raquel Welch's bazungas, I'm just saying, or around that area,
Every one of those motherfuckers was like, here's my chance.
Yep. Yep.
Oh shit. Yeah, dude. Well, it's Raquel Welch. What are you gonna do? Uh, hell. I'm not gonna stand here and throw rocks when I'm living in a glass house. You know what I'm saying?
Well, she was a good sport about it, I guess. I don't. I think everybody
She,
rose up in their movie seat and said, "I want to be that guy."
Raquel Welch was a hot Italian tamale, dude. She knew what she was and what kind of power she had. She had fun with it.
Pale
And
Rider's
I
been
believe
watching Blue
she's still alive,
Blood.
isn't she? She didn't die yet.
Yes, Raquel Welch, I think, passed away sometime earlier last year,
Oh shit!
or maybe the year before that. Yeah.
Somebody's
Pale Rider's been watching Blue Bloods. That's with Tom Selleck. And it's must be pretty popular because it's ran for several seasons.
And let me officially apologize. I got fooled by the goddamn internet yesterday. Somebody said Tom Selleck died and fucking posted this big giant thing with like news articles and shit that you could click on. It looked real.
Well, we're glad Selleck is not, passed away, and we're glad Clint Eastwood, we're going to try and do a better job at confirming that stuff. I know I just didn't have time and I shouldn't even, but I thought if it is true, I need to put, something because I really do revere Clint Eastwood,
So just to completely clear the air, what's the status on Abe Vigoda? Did he finally die?
He's gone. Yeah, he's been gone. He's been gone a decade or more. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, I think they ran stuff in the newspapers about that multiple times.
Oh yeah, in the gossip magazines, National Enquirer and shit. They're like, Abe Vigoda dead, blah blah blah, and then like the next Monday he would be out there like on a talk show going, "I'm not dead."
Now, Pale Rider, do you binge watch? I binge watch, and I enjoy the shows more. If I've got to wait a week in between episodes, it better be darn good, and something I really want to watch. I would rather get it all as a collection and binge watch it. That way, if I want to breeze through, look, it didn't take me a week to go through The Expanse, and that's 6 seasons or about 5.5. I don't know about that last season. There was only like 2 discs instead of 3 or 4, so that might have been a shorter season, but I thoroughly enjoyed that. Once I got past like the first season and a half, I would say, or less, and I can't say that I was really engaged about, with the dystopian figures. I mean, the characters in there, that there was anybody that if they had gotten killed that I was really hooked to. I mean, it's an okay show. I like the trajectory. It got better as it went along. I know, Omer said that there was some woke stuff at the, maybe the last couple of seasons or last season and a half, but I didn't see it. Yeah, there was a little bit of homosexuality within it, but I mean, yeah, I guess that's to be expected, with characters, but it wasn't overtly, showing them doing anything or even that many references. Pale Rider says, I watched when my back needs a break. But yeah, I don't usually start watching until all the episodes are out. Yeah. It took me about 10 years to watch The Expanse,
I'd rather
first came out.
Be able to just blow through a season in like a weekend and just
I would too. Yeah. I get a lot more out of it. I mean, if you're waiting, if they're dropping plot points and stuff like that that you got to keep up with, and you got to wait a whole week, you better be darn interested in that,
But if you can do the, where you can blow through a whole, 8 season
Oh yeah.
episode, because most things don't do more than like 8 episodes now. So, I mean, I'd rather watch all 8 and make it like a movie, and do it like
Mm-hmm.
I'll watch half of it on Saturday and then the other half on Sunday, and be
Well,
like,
when the Sci-Fi Channel first came out, their sort of flagship original thing that they were doing, producing was that I want to say Foxfire or whatever it was.
Firefly.
Firefly, yeah. And out of all the
Yeah.
4 different ones that they were showing, that was the one I liked the least. But now when it came out on disc and I watched it not weekly, but all together, I appreciated it more. And I even went to see the movie, which I thought was
Really?
pretty badass too.
Okay.
Firefly,
Yeah, because they did it. Well, see, and that was what pissed me off, because like they did Farscape on that channel, and I love
That's what
that
I
show.
heard. That's what I heard. The last
And then-
2 seasons,
and then
8,
when
9, 10, were bad. Yeah. With
No,
Game of
they weren't.
Thrones.
They weren't
I still
terrible,
haven't
but
watched
when they ended it, they promised they were going to have a movie coming, just like when The Walking Dead ended originally.
Firefox? Firefox? I mean,
No,
Firefly, rather?
Farscape, not Firefly.
Farscape. Okay.
They ended up. They did the movie. Farscape was supposed to have a movie coming after
and they
that
didn't
last
do it.
episode.
Yeah.
And then the movie never fucking materialized, dude. And it was just like the series ended and was just left adrift in space.
Yeah. Well, I mean, sometimes there are no good endings with these things,
I guess, man.
I think they're
But
actually
I
bringing
really
Firefly.
I like that series. It was a good series.
Well, the captain of the ship, of the Firefly ship, the captain.
Yeah. I know who you're talking about.
He was Guy Gardner in Superman.
Yeah. Same dude.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Although he looks older, for sure.
I couldn't tell you what his fucking name is.
He does a lot of voice work too. He did Castle. I never saw Castle though. I heard it was pretty good.
Yeah, I heard some good reviews on that show, but I don't watch I don't really watch any network TV and stuff. Me and Mama Hawk watch.
Yeah, I don't either.
B movies.
Yeah. I mean, there's so much in the back. I mean, it's like comic books. There's no need to buy any new stuff unless you just want to. There's enough a backlog of back issues and stuff to keep you entertained the rest of your life. Same thing with TV and movies.
I still like to keep up with some new horror movies and stuff, dude. The last couple of years, there's been a couple of really good horror movies that have come out. If you guys haven't seen Abigail yet, I highly recommend that one.
That looked pretty good, actually. Yeah.
Fucking horror movie. That is a fun one. But yeah, that's what I look for in a horror movie. It's like, especially if they can like draw you into a story and then suddenly turn it on its head and you just like dive into fucking holy shit. Fucking shit just got real. Yeah. That's all.
John Fernandez called me. I don't know why he said Saturday. Maybe that's just a good day for him. But apparently he picked up the new Fantastic Four movie on disc. And he says, you want to get together next Saturday and watch it? And I'm like, damn, dude. I was thinking to myself, if you said, come over tonight, I'd go watch it. I'm wanting to see it. But I can wait a week, But yeah, we're supposed to get together next Saturday and watch Fantastic Four.
Yeah, Nathan's another pale, right? I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. He's done a lot of voice work. He's done a lot of animated voice work.
Firefly, that was a fun show. Firefly.
Yeah, but out of all the ones that were running, probably Farscape was the one that I liked the most.
See, that's what pissed me off, because
The thing about the
ended up
Sci-Fi
being a
Network
movie.
is they were kind of limited, and they had 4 shows, and they would run them, and then they would rerun them. So if you like work another shift or something, sometimes you could watch them, and I would watch them and all the way through, and then rewatch them, which was pretty cool because you
Mhm.
missed stuff,
Yeah.
you know. So some nights I would get a double dose of like, you know, all of them, and sometimes with Firefly it was iffy. You know, it was like I really wasn't. You know, I'd catch the last inning, and then it would go into Farscape again, and then I would watch it all the way through, and I might watch from the beginning Firefly, but by then you watch
Yeah.
3 or 4
Firefly
hours.
was again. Firefly. Yeah, it was a good show,
It
but
was okay. It was okay. Yeah.
Farscape was much better. It
Oh
was
yeah.
just
Well, I
oh,
mean, it had a much bigger budget, but now I'm trying to think of the other 2 shows that were showing at the same time because they had 4 of them that they would show in a row. You know.
yeah, and they were all like space themed stuff
Yeah, they were.
too.
Well, I mean, it's a Sci-Fi channel. You know. So
Mm-hmm.
they were
Yeah, it
all
was.
good. I just thought out of all of them, Firefly was the one that I thought, okay, not much going on.
Well, actually, they did I think they like co-sponsored or whatever it was the Dune thing, the miniseries, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
That was it wasn't terrible. I mean, but nobody's ever gonna be able to do Dune right. It's just
Yeah. Well, now I like the old David Lynch version. I just do, you know.
oh, dude, I love that movie. That's fucking. But I did enjoy the Sci-Fi channel when they did the what do you call that? Ah, the movie, but it's a TV series, but it's whatever. They did Dune the movie, but they did it like as a series, broken up into episodes or whatever.
Well, I'm wanting to buy the new Dune. You know, it's got a couple of movies together. I would like to see the new Dune. Now, I'll probably be disappointed somewhat. I heard that one was okay, one was better than the other. I just don't want to.
Yeah,
I just don't want to lay down hard money for some woke bull crap. You know.
exactly. And I haven't seen either one of them, so I'm not gonna pass judgment on them.
But I would like to watch them. I would like to watch them, you know, because the first
Well, dude,
David Lynch,
I actually
and I
I
like
thought
the
that
Sci-Fi Dune. I've actually got that on disc somewhere, I believe.
that's what
I
is it
didn't like it.
TV.
I didn't really like it as well as the first one. I think the first one that I saw was the David Lynch, and I think that that's probably the one that's going to kind of stick with me. The guy from Twin Peaks, of course, was in that.
Mm-hmm.
That would
Sting.
become, yeah.
Sting
Patrick
was in it.
Stewart and Sting, and yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
But yeah, they're never going to do that movie right. I've even got the
but dude,
Jurassic or whatever his name is, his documentary about making Dune.
TV miniseries. That's what it was. Remember, they call them miniseries on.
Yeah.
It.
Yeah.
And they did the Dune, the first book, on Sci-Fi Channel on probably, God, I don't know, 2005.
And I've got that. I've got that on disc. I enjoyed it.
It is not bad. I like it. It was pretty cool. I mean, especially for the time. And
I've never read the book, but I enjoy the iterations.
Oh,
I'm
dude,
just wondering about this new
books. There's like goddamn 9 books, dude. I've read them all. And a couple of them are like 700 pages, dude. That's a thick ass book.
Yeah.
I read all that stuff.
I got to save Lord of the Rings and Dune for my retirement. What can I say?
Oh, bro.
If I go
I
blind,
read
I'll
all
get the
that.
audio books.
I read all that stuff
At least I
voraciously
can nod
between
off, you know.
like,
With audio
between
books,
January.
if I'm too still, I'll nod off, you know.
Oh
Or
yeah, I use
my mind
those.
will wander.
I use those when I go to sleep now. I'll put on a good like audiobook,
I
just like
used to
real
do that
low
too.
in the
Yeah.
background. Yeah.
Well,
I just
that's on my bucket list. I want to do some audio books, audio comic books and stuff. And I love the
that'd be
magic
fun.
motion stuff. I know there's been some talk about some people doing some of the magic motion on campaigns. So
Well, dude,
I love that.
now, bro, now with this AI animation stuff, you
Yeah.
can do way better than motion comics, man. All you gotta do is take photos, feed them into the AI, and then
I
tell them what
get
you
it.
want to do.
Yeah, I get it.
It's fucking amazing.
If you want 6 fingers, or like Canadian
Well,
Shield, if you want the cat to have 2 tails up in the tree,
I suppose there's certain ladies that might want an extra.
digit.
Uh,
Yeah. Yeah. All the ones that I ever approached said keep it to yourself. So what can I say?
well,
Yeah.
it's only because you look like a weird shaved horny Santa
A
Claus.
weird mongoloid.
And put a little elf hat on you.
Oh God, no.
You're in the door.
Yeah. It's bad enough, you know, it's bad enough the guy that played Elf from Saturday Night Live. He went to a ball game
Oh my
recently
God,
with
Rick.
his family
We
wearing
put a
an
little
elf
elf
hat.
hat on you and some curly
Yeah.
toed shoes.
Oh, jeez. I've never quite considered that. I might have to start cosplaying like Janet from Another Planet or Red Valkyrie, you know?
Elmer Glitch, if you're here, please draw that for me. I will pay you. I will pay you immediately.
Me in an elf hat with the little curly shoes? Really?
With the little
Okay.
curly shoes dancing around your chair from the chairs.
Yeah. I'll start a fire and start doing this like Jimi Hendrix. Didn't he? That's kind of what he was doing to his guitar, right?
Communing with the voodoo priestesses.
Yeah, it was almost like a voodoo ritual with him. He was into the rhythm, you know, while he burned his guitar.
That shit was crazy.
There's a
You gotta
couple
love
of famous guitars that have been smashed by him that people still have, you know.
Oh, dude.
And they're worth a fortune, too.
Paul Stanley from Kiss breaks the guitar at every live show.
Yeah.
The Who were famous for that shit. They would end the show and they would just kick their fucking amps over and break their guitars and throw pieces out into the crowd. That's old school shit, dude.
Yeah. Expensive old school shit. But when you're getting
Dude, I got a chunk of a neck from a guitar from
I know, I see it every day. It's stuck in your forehead, you know, you still haven't had that removed.
No, it's still actually got like 4 strings attached to it. Apparently it was the bass player's, but it's just like the headstock, and he threw it out into the crowd when I was at an Alice Cooper show, and I grabbed it, and it's still got like strings attached to it and everything. It's fucking cool.
It's amazing they don't get lawsuits for that. Oh, that hit me in the head. Oh, it lacerated me. I nearly bled out.
Well, yeah, I don't know if they do that anymore, dude. I mean, I got this thing like 15, 20 years ago. I don't know if people throw anything out in the crowd anymore, because you're getting some
about the only thing are guitar picks anymore, because they're scared some wallflower sue them, you know.
And speaking of guitar picks, Luke Aglietta with his new campaign. What is that thing called? Not Mortal
Mercenary
Enemy.
Guild?
God, Mercenary Guild. Yes, Mercenary Guild. Sent me a really cool guitar pick, and I immediately gave it to Mama Hawk, and she already loves it. So, thank you, Luke. And I will be reviewing the book soon. And I did get the metal cover. I backed at the highest level.
Yes.
And
Okay.
Luke, love you, Luke.
Yeah.
Jason, I know you're probably hanging around back there somewhere.
Well,
you know I love you.
Well, now he was streaming earlier. He was doing a draw stream, I think. So Jason may not be lurking today. So
he's a lurker. You gotta watch
he I know, and he's been lurking, recently, and actually chiming in the chat. We mucho appreciato that,
Yes, we always appreciate it.
Go Back Frog
Hey,
G.
Mike
It's still
Walker.
available over there on Indiegogo.
And Jason, if you are around, or if anybody's gonna relay this to you, you have been more than generous when I've won art from you from auctions, and I have like a bunch of stuff that I just don't have room for. And I was thinking about donating a couple of pieces to K-pop for her charity auction on Halloween night. There's no disrespect to you, dude. I'm not trying to like unload your stuff or something. I'm trying to
He would
contribute.
just say it's yours. Do with it what you will. I'm sure.
I would hope so, but bro, things like
I know
that.
you don't want to pee.
Somehow or another,
anybody off.
I offend someone somehow. I'm not trying to.
Yeah. Well,
I'm trying to share the wealth and share the love, and hopefully do some good in the world. But I don't want anybody to get mad at me.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I love causes like that. I've had loved ones and some close loved ones passed, that's died from cancer, and I just wish they would solve the damn riddle. It's like I'm a little jaded when it comes to that, because it's like I don't know what's real and what's a scam. You know what I'm saying? Now, I know like St. Jude's does a lot of good work.
I'll tell you what.
Le Bonheur, but
I've seen
there's a lot of money. I'm just saying there's a lot of money in research and different stuff like that, so
I'm personally telling you, dude, I know a guy.
Mm-hmm.
That was doomed by the entire medical community like 8-10 years ago.
Right.
Pancreatic cancer. He was gonna die within.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, he was gonna die within 6 months.
Yeah.
Fucking, they ended up doing surgery on him, removed his pancreas, removed all the shit. He had to be on a bag, right? He's got no intestines left anymore. You got another 6 months to live, maybe. This dude completely went off all the fucking prescription crap that the doctors were giving him stuff, and just started doing old school herbal medications. And believe it or not, RSO oil. I'm not going to say anything more than that. Okay. But if you guys know what that is, I've watched this guy fucking live a fairly happy life for the last 7-8 years. And he's still kicking. The doctor told him he was going to be dead, 7 years ago. 6.5 years.
Well, I told you a good friend of mine, when she got pregnant with her only child, RSO works, Howder 6480 says.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when all the doctors at multiple scans and other stuff, and they said this baby's going to be severely handicapped or going to be, but her Christian
Oh my
faith,
God.
they said he was going to be brain dead. He's not even going to have a
Yeah.
brain in his cavity or whatever. And
Yeah.
that was and
What
they
the,
were
really? Oh,
strongly
jeez.
advising
God, dude.
her to abort the baby, but her own Christian faith and her own faith in God. I mean, now he's alive and got children of his own. There was nothing wrong with him. So you go figure, don't believe the lie. I don't care if it's the doctors telling you, and yes, there is herbal medicines out there that will do you more benefit than this pharmaceutical crap that's made in China often. Most of our medicines are made in China, which is ridiculous.
Bro,
That is ridiculous.
I just had an epiphany.
Okay. And don't call me Piffany.
Yes, and don't call me Tiffany.
Uh-huh.
I've watched this guy with this horrible fucking disease fucking survive comfortably for fucking years, and I know this shit fucking works.
Yeah.
And I can get a hold of it without any problem whatsoever. Why have I not already gotten myself onto this program? Holy fucking shit, I'm goddamn brain dead.
I guess. All right. There you go. I mean, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Yeah, absolutely. It might help you.
Dude, if it worked for this guy with like supposedly a terminal illness,
Yeah.
fucking work goddamn miracles for me with just some fucking osteoarthritis. I mean, come on.
Well, I mean, another friend that I told you, I nearly wound up marrying, but she had ocular cancer, it traveled almost to her brain. Had her left eye removed, and then it went to her colon and then to her lymph nodes. And after that, I kind of lost touch with her because she left the state or whatever, and she was going through a lot of stuff, but I mean, doctors would look at her and go, "We don't know how you're still alive," and it's like, you got a license to practice medicine. And I'm not saying doctors don't know, not any offense to doctors or even the pharmaceutical, but there's a lot, there is so much. I'm so grateful that there's so much, especially on the internet. If you've got any kind of ailment, you can just do a search, and at least for right now, that information's there. And really, you should be backing up on the cloud somewhere on a zip drive, something, and keeping that information in a safe place, because it might not be available to us in a few years. Who knows? But I mean, like dandelion root and stuff like that. So many beneficial things that used to be in our dietary, wood ash within our diet that we get a lot of our essential minerals from. And they're like magnesium. There's all different types of magnesium. You definitely need magnesium, but you need to be able to make and get the right kind. And each body type is differently. With a lot of these vitamins, if you can't metabolize it, you're not getting the full benefit out of it. So you need to look into that too, how you're metabolizing it.
Exactly. Some people have different makeups to their metabolism, and they don't process certain, minerals and vitamins as well as others. So that's how you end up with a deficit, and that'll fuck you up.
Yes, magnesium is good for sleep and should be taken right before. I just watched something on that right before you go to sleep, because it can kind of make you tired.
Zinc. Zinc is like good for you.
Oh, zinc, yeah, zinc, copper. Will actually bring your hair color back. And it works. It does work.
I don't know if that's good for you though.
Well, I mean, they do have copper tablets, and I have taken them before, for that.
Yeah, okay. All right.
I mean, you're
I'm not
gonna
gonna.
get minute traces of even
But
mercury out of fish and stuff like that.
back in the day, they used to use that white makeup that was made with lead to
Yeah,
get that
yeah,
pretty porcelain thing.
yeah,
And
yeah,
then they wondered why all these bitches were dying like in their 40s.
yeah,
They
yeah.
had dying
Live
brain
and learn.
tumors. Yeah.
I often think that about food. Who was the first person that ate a poisonous thing, or some foods are, if they're not prepared right, are poison? Who figured it out? If you prepare it this way, it's not poisonous. It's actually edible. It's
People that were like starving.
survivors, right? Yeah,
Yeah, they couldn't catch any other fish except for pufferfish. And they were like, all right, at least part of this fish has got to be edible, right? So they
yeah,
started cutting it into tiny little
right.
pieces. And
Yeah,
then they finally found a little piece that didn't kill you.
yeah, yeah. And they charge out the
Dude,
wazoo for it.
think about it. Who's the first guy that ate a fucking lobster? Those things do not look like they should be tasty. They
Right.
fucking look like a goddamn alien from another
Well,
world.
at the in the 1800s and the early part of the 20th century, that was poor man's food till
Mhm.
somewhere in the 20s. I think they were like, "Oh,
Yeah,
lobster," and then it became sort of an elite type thing. But it used to be common everyday meal. I mean, for poor people, before
uh,
that.
yeah.
Um,
Fishermen used to eat so much lobster that they were
oh
sick
yeah,
of it
oh yeah,
because
absolutely,
they
yeah.
got to take it home for free. It was like nobody wants
I
this
know a
shit.
lot of seafood goes a long way with me. I totally agree with you, how dear. Most of your ailments are parasitic in nature. Absolutely. I totally agree with that. Why there's a lot of misdiagnosis by doctors because they've been taught that way. They've been taught wrong, and they're not researchers. Most of them, by and large, are not researchers, but most of it, if you look into it, it's some kind of parasite.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. And that's
Yep.
why I take pumpkin seeds almost on a daily basis and other things that kill parasites. Um, that yellow toe, my father, the nail becomes hard and thick and yellow. That's
Mm-hmm.
parasitic in nature and
Well,
needs to be.
I mean, you just pour like a half a shot of chlorine bleach into your coffee in the morning,
Mhm.
and you're good to go, man. And parasites are not going to bother
Well, I don't think I want to drink bleach. Thanks.
this is not medical advice. Don't nobody do that.
No, but a few people did because it's just crazy and blamed it on Trump. It's wow. Said he told us to do it. No, he didn't. It's amazing. But
Oh, dude, well, there was some that it wasn't fucking.
but I never really thought about that. I thought, well, that's unsightly with his toenails and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
that's all related to your bloodstream and not very good. So you got to and you can get rid of it. He never did, but he just didn't know how. But
Well,
and
you
I've never
gotta have
had it,
good blood.
thankfully.
You gotta have good blood flow.
Uh,
So
I use vodka to keep my body parasite free. There you go.
I use bourbon. It works very well.
Yeah. Well,
I've never had a parasite.
yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, and a tapeworm is a parasite. Uh,
Well, I ain't never had one of those either. And
well,
if I
that's
did,
good. I'm
I'd do
glad you haven't.
a burnt piece of toast and a rotten egg.
But you don't know that if you eat meat, there might be a parasite in there, and some of those can stay in you for a while
You
and
know,
undetected.
well, at this point, I have not become Venom yet, and I have not had any detracting conditions from my health that seem to be caused by parasites. The only problems I seem to be having are caused by my joints breaking down
Yeah,
because I played
is
too hard. I
and a
played
lot of
too
that
hard, kids.
a lot of that is leaky gut, I think.
I
Because
got
you
you.
do, huh? Because it's inflammation of the body, and I do believe a lot of the waste seepage within our own bloodstream is a reason for that. Uh, it's not a very pleasant thing to
No,
talk about, but if you
so
watch
now
the food you eat,
my gut
you
is
can
red.
minimize that. And I eat walnuts every day, which may help repair the lining in your gut. And your immune system is in your gut. And I would say, even scripturally, you can kind of derive that your
Well,
immune
yeah.
system does come from down here in your gut. You've
What,
got good bacteria
you,
that needs to be in there. Just
what you eat, right? I mean, just the old, input output. If you
right.
put in shit, you're gonna get shit out.
Yeah,
Uh,
exactly. I mean, that's why I was buying, when the stores got dates, I was buying dates. I found out how good dates were for you, although I wasn't a big date fan. But ever since I bought them out, and they don't even carry prunes anymore. I like prunes. My father got me on prunes when I was young, but I ate like walnuts and prunes and fresh fruit and stuff. And a lot of stuff that was healthy for me. And you can't eat too much of it. I go through a bag of oranges like that because basically there was nothing else around to eat, and I wanted to eat, so I would go through the oranges. Mom would get a bag full of oranges, and the doctor said, "You're getting too much vitamin C. You can get too much of something." The woman that I worked for years ago, she loved asparagus, got on an asparagus kick, but that had too much magnesium, I think, in it for her. She didn't need that much. She was eating it every day, so she cut back severely on it. Uh, have you ever jumped rope with a friend's tapeworms? Till then, you have not lived. Okay. Just kidding. Sorry. Date shakes are good. I have not tried that. Dates are the trees in Arizona. Yeah, I like dates now. I mean, I just can't find them. Not at the Dollar Tree anymore. Uh, I don't know why. Maybe I bought them out and they just didn't reorder them, but I kept buying them out just as soon as they come in.
no, they got out of Dollar Tree's budget. They just can't get them
I guess. I guess they went up, but I mean, Dollar Tree is not Dollar Tree anymore. There's some $5, $4, $3 items there.
Oh yeah, they got like a whole like separated freezer section now and
Yeah.
shit.
Yep. Yep.
I don't think there's any dollar stores that are actually a dollar anymore.
Absolutely, how dear. Most foods are mineral and nutrient deficient now, though, because of depleted soils. Absolutely. And they
Mm-hmm.
actually, from peat bogs. Peat bogs are rich, 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 and all that type of stuff. So,
Oh yeah.
yeah, that's there's actually some.
But Piedmont is also fantastically dangerous because because it's so rich in minerals and all that stuff. You
The
can
gas,
also
like
set it
methane and
on
stuff.
fire. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
danger of fires is very
yeah,
much.
yeah. But now, if you can take some of that, and I'm saying transport it, part of it is how we prepare food, like the wood ash. We don't do that anymore. But the also the pesticides we're using, destroying the soil. There's not hardly one square inch in America that hasn't had some kind of pesticide leakage within the soil.
Oh yeah, it's fucking
Aerial
everywhere, dude.
spraying and everything.
I worked in the natural areas department for 2 years with my local county parks, and all we did was go out and spray poison and remove invasive species. But we had the little 22 shell, fucking spears that you hit the fucking tree with.
And look what I do with mosquitoes. I go around, I spray every damn street.
Oh yeah, bro. Dude, I fucking bathed in that shit, and then like about fucking a year and a half in of my fucking 2 years in natural areas, that's when they came out with the announcement about it's the fucking main like weed killer that everybody uses. It's
the Roundup. The Roundup.
Yeah, the Roundup stuff. The same active ingredient.
Oh, and look how many lawsuits that they've had, Monsanto and all like that they've paid out people.
Well, we were using the concentrated forms of that shit. I mean,
we did on the farm too, and people still continue. And it's almost like I know Google is bad. They're farming my information and stuff, and they're, but you continue to use Google, and it's the same thing with, well, I know Roundup is bad, but they don't go with something that's safer,
Glyphosate, that's it, Elder.
Till you get consensus that, we need to change, and we're willing to change our habits, as a people, this stuff's going to just remain out there,
That's never going to happen.
You talk about, with some of these.
Well, Rex, do you want to have a global community?
No, I don't, and I don't know why you're just trying to poke at me, shit.
I'm just saying that's the only way you're ever going to get that kind of cooperation between everyone. We have to have a global community.
Oh my God! Yeah, it takes a village to raise a child. That's Hillary Clinton. There we go.
Bro, do you think China's going to stop fucking pumping poison into the atmosphere?
No, they're not. I mean, you were asleep, but yeah, we had Janet from Another Planet on here, and she was talking about that very same thing. Is that India, China, and a lot of these countries still pumping out? Yeah, they don't care. No, and they're classified as still a developing state, which is a country. That's crazy. They need to change that status now.
Exemption.
Yeah.
China is not a developing.
China is laughing at us because we're putting restrictions on ourselves that they.
Bro, everybody else is fucking shutting down on their fucking output of pollution, and China is just like full speed ahead.
Yeah, I mean they're still,
they don't care, bro.
Absolutely, yeah.
They don't fucking care, and
they were glad, and that was part of the deal to get out of Afghanistan. They got one of the largest copper mines there that they were unable to mine copper out of for 20 years because we were there. And before us, the Russians were there. Nobody has ever successfully, throughout history, held Afghanistan for very long.
No, because they're a bunch of maniacs.
Yeah.
Not one sane motherfucker in that.
Yeah, but I mean, you're talking about a different thing altogether. About well, China is doing this, and yes, that's true, and India and other countries.
Well, bro, that's all I'm saying. Is it doesn't matter what kind of accords we make with all this global fucking green bullshit. We want to save. And when you got India and China, two of the biggest land masses on the face of the planet, and they're not complying to the rest of the world's fucking goddamn law.
That's one reason they hate the current administration, because he's talking America first, borders, secure our borders, and the globalist does not want borders. They do not want sovereign countries.
Well, yeah, no, they want everything to blend together, because that way they
Yes,
can have control over everyone.
exactly. And I'm afraid through the information and the technology, they may just have it after a while. They're
Bro,
well on the
I'll tell you
table.
what, fucking Great Britain is teetering
Hey,
on the
Don.
brink right now. I worry about our friends over in England, because it looks to me like that place is ready to fucking topple, dude.
They're in France. I mean, if you know what they could
Oh,
not do
France,
by force.
Germany is fucking
Germany too.
scary as
Yeah,
fuck.
yeah.
Ireland right now, Ireland is fucking like back what it used to be like in the late 60s, early 70s. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, well, I mean, it is crazy in the 20th century, and even before we got out of that, I mean, the 21st century, and even before we got out of the 20th century, we were regressing, not progressing, in a lot of different areas. I mean, I think if we do progress and get beyond this mumps and all this craziness, I think people are going to look back at the first start of this first 25 years at least of the 21st century and go, what the hell were they thinking? Because we have made some of the most boneheaded moves in the last 25 years. And a lot of that's by design, but till the people want it, really want change, and rise up. Because I mean, there's more of us than there is of them. That's the dirty little secret. And yeah, they kind of got a stopgap here in America because we got weapons to fight back with. But
Well, bro, and I've said this before, and I'll probably say it again. I hope I don't get us in trouble. But there was a moment back in whatever fucking year it was. I think it was fucking Obama's first term.
Yeah.
When he took a certain incident and decided to say that could have been my son.
Oh yeah.
And he set race relations back fucking goddamn 50 years.
Yep.
With one fucking sentence.
Yep.
And we've been dealing with the repercussions ever since. Bro, before that happened, I had so many black friends, people I used to hang with, and fucking people I used to talk to.
And they won't hang with you now?
No, they all just disappeared. They're like, you're a white dude, fucking, we're not talking to you no more. I didn't do anything. I didn't say anything. I almost voted for Obama the first time, and I was like, nah, I just can't. It's like, but I
And
almost did.
why did you almost vote for him? Why? Why did you almost vote for him? Why?
Because the fucking goddamn the pandering, the fucking the he's gonna be the great uniter,
God.
We elect this fucking black dude, and fucking the country's finally gonna be at peace.
And you were believing some of that? Really?
Dude, I was starting to, but again, like I said, I didn't vote for his ass. But I was like at the end there, right before fucking election day, I was like, I don't know. Should I vote for this fucker?
Yeah. Well, there were a lot of people that did, I mean, Gene Simmons said he voted for him, and he thought the very same thing. He's going to unite us and blah, blah, blah. I knew none of that was true because I listened to talk radio, and I've got the facts on everything, and I see all the incongruencies and stuff. But I will say this. When he was in Jim Carrey's campaign and spoke at the DNC, because I usually watch and this is when I lived over on Main Street in the old building, right?
Jim Carrey's campaign, huh?
He spoke at Jim Carrey's. And I went back the next day. I worked at the Lighthouse bookstore, the Christian bookstore at that time. And I said, I watched it and I saw a politician named Barack Obama. Now, I said, you watch him. He's going to do something. I don't know what it is, but in politics, and that was his hope and change message, you know? And I knew he was, but I said he was very charismatic, much like Bill Clinton in a way. And I said, and I had no idea at that time that he was going to become president, you know. But I went into work the next day and I said, you wait and see. He's going to do something in politics. And he did. So with that, I could see it in that hope and change message, you know, how he galvanized people.
Yeah, you know, he did 50 to 60 years worth of damage in fucking 8 years. So bravo.
I know.
Fucking bravo. Fucking Obama, you piece of shit.
Well, you know, it's bigger than one man, always has been, you know.
But dude, he got put there for a reason and for a purpose, and that's exactly what it was, to do what we have now.
Oh yeah, he was socialist / communist, absolutely, and he was the first homosexual president.
The problem we have, brother, is that the Democrats are always looking to fuck with the youth, you know, so they're watching everything.
Well, I mean, look, their one thing is retain power, and when they have power, they use it.
Right.
You know, but the Republicans, when they get power, they don't always use it, but the Democrats will.
Okay. Give me a chance to finish this thought.
Okay.
They look at the fucking youth and they see what kids are attracted to.
Impressive.
And then and they fucking farm all of their shit to the youngsters to try to fucking taint their fucking goddamn opinions and shit before they even become of voting age. So that by the time they become voters, they're already fucking goddamn indoctrinated.
And some of it can happen very quickly. You know, your child can go to college and within a semester or two or a year, they're indoctrinated.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, how many of my fucking friends have told me, you know, they sent their sons, their daughters off to college and they came home and they're like a completely different person now.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's amazing. Transformative. Next Friday, we will be talking Jack Kirby. Jack Kirby will be our next artist that we talk about. Man, there's so much on Kirby. Arthur Saddam on Halloween. Plus, we got R.J. Williams close out on Halloween for Call Sign Orion. That's going to be a lot of fun. Turning the page to November 1st, we're going to have Rex Hex and the Apex show over here on this channel. And Shadowhawk, you're invited, of course, to be on there with us.
Oh, thank you, sir. What time are you guys starting?
11, and then you'll have to leave at 12, I know, to do your own show if you're going to do your show on that Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I will be hosting Omer's new show, which will be happening tonight as well. I'll be hosting that on my 60th birthday.
Sorry, I've been spotting you guys. I haven't had a chance to get out and raid the new dollar store for the tinned fish yet. I'm probably going to do that tomorrow after I get home from work. So, Rex, I may be a few minutes late.
Okay. I would have thought that you would have stocked up on some of this stuff and gotten it ready for future broadcasts. Are you buying it fresh?
I was fucking laid up all day yesterday, bro. I didn't do Hardly any.
Again, I would have thought that you went to the store and said, "Okay, I want some smoked oysters. I want this. I want that," and would have stocked up for 3 or 4
What do
episodes.
you not understand about I was laid up for the whole fucking day. I didn't
For one
leave
day.
until
Again, I would have thought before yesterday, before you were laid up, unless you blew through with your former broadcast all that you had in the house, I would have thought that you would have been stocked up on that stuff, for future broadcasts already.
Well, no, I haven't yet, Rex. So okay.
You haven't yet, okay?
Thank you.
Because I mean, usually that type of stuff is fairly inexpensive.
Pointing out my shortcomings, Mr. Partner.
Well, Mr. Partner's got to get you back for pointing out some of his shortcomings too, every now and then. Are you ever going to do tuna? Because tuna's pretty cheap.
Why the fuck would I do tuna? Everybody fucking eats canned tuna.
Well, okay, so you're doing more exotic stuff and how are you gonna mortgage your something to buy caviar, or at some point are we gonna see some beluga caviar or something?
I mean, at some point I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get me a little fucking tin of some really expensive caviar. I'm hoping that's maybe 2 years away.
Okay. Do you like caviar? Have you ever had caviar?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Kind of salty.
It's just
fish
eggs. It's just fish eggs.
Yeah.
I've had salmon roe, which technically is the same fucking thing as caviar, but it doesn't come from a.
Now you've been using saltine crackers for a lot of this stuff. Is there a particular brand of saltine crackers that you like to use? Because I've actually went over to this other grocery store and I have tried this. Now, years ago, a lot of the Always Say brand stuff was crap. You couldn't even eat it. But over the years, their peanut butter is good. Their crackers are just as good as, other name brand crackers can run you over $2 for a box for just damn crackers. And Always Say has a good brand of cracker. Is there a reason why you use just crackers with this stuff?
Because I want everybody to have a level playing field. I don't want to use a fancy cracker for one thing.
Like a Ritz or something.
Yeah, and you can get them with all kinds of seasonings and shit on them.
Yeah, right? That's true. You can. Yeah, some of them are like the herbal.
I mean, I suppose that if the stream ever gets popular enough and I get to the point where I can actually afford to do a caviar stream, I'll get some Ritz crackers.
Oh, okay. Okay. Ritz are kind of buttery,
Yeah, the Ritz crackers are good.
Yeah, they're good, but I don't know if I'd want them with. Read this. Read that.
The little Keebler Townhouse crackers are really good too.
Those are good too. Read this. Yeah, they're rectangles.
I'm trying to get to the comments. Hold on. No, there's gonna be no stir-strumming on this fucking stream. I know what that is. And
what is it? What is it? I don't know what it is.
It's like salted codfish from fucking Sweden or some shit. It's fucking fermented and fucking. No, I'm never gonna do that. Sorry, guys.
Cod is good though. I like cod.
If you subscribe to my channel and you guys give me $10,000 in fucking goddamn fucking super chats, then I will eat some of that fucking goddamn shit. But until then, I'm never gonna.
We got to get you in the head. We got to get you into monkey brains and head cheese.
Dude, I'm good with the monkey brains and head cheese. I've eaten head cheese before.
Yeah. Would you try that cheese that's made with maggots in it? They say
That's
it's
rough.
flush.
That's rough, brother. I don't know. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, I love
Yeah.
cheese, but God,
Uh-huh.
that yeah, I don't know.
He says the can hisses when it's open.
No,
To break the
like a
seal.
cobra.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa, fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I ought to have some stuff that I taste. I don't know. I've tried different products that are different like that.
Dude, you'd be amazed. There's a couple of like sardine tasting channels that are on YouTube already, and these guys
Yeah.
have like fucking
That's what you told me.
hundreds and
Yeah.
thousands of followers and shit.
Yeah.
Like, all right, well,
I kind of
I'm
do the
good with.
oddball stuff. It's like, wow, look, dill pickle popcorn. I know that's not anything exotic, but it's like, yeah, let's try that and see
Yeah,
if the brand
or
is any good.
or
Um,
boxes for fucking mixed drinks.
well, I mean,
Nobody.
I can't remember what it was, but I got something recently, and I said, well, it was that Tootsie Roll hot chocolate. Now that stuff, if I'd ran it through the pod, maybe it'd done okay, but I tried to put it in the basket. It was so fine, it just got gunky, and it didn't overflow. But I will not get that anymore. I basically bought it for the box anyway.
How
Uh,
how
and to
did it
try.
taste?
It was okay, but it wasn't. For what it is, you only get 3 pods for $1.25. That's not a good deal. To begin with. But I wanted to
That
try
ain't
it.
good. I was just wondering was it like really like fudgy
No,
flavored?
it really
Because
wasn't like Tootsie Roll. Now, it might not have been good if you were.
really,
It might. No, I mean, it really didn't have a strong Tootsie Roll taste to it. No.
say at least if you're gonna have like an inconvenient pain in the ass fucking thing to mix, make
Yeah,
it taste good.
exactly. Yeah, yeah. How Dear says you should get some Swedish salt licorice. It's a black licorice made with ammonium chloride that has a salty, bitter taste. I bet.
Jesus Christ, Helder, what are you trying to kill
He's
me?
he's trying to kill you. Yeah, he's trying to make you just like your friend and have your colon removed. Then you can get a colostomy back. Yeah.
Well, I can get on the old RSO and I'll be a happy camper.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
I like Swedish fish, Helder, but I don't think that's at all the same about what you're talking.
Now, have you
You
ever
know,
been
Swedish.
like have you been fishing down in the Gulf or any deep sea fishing or anything like that?
Oh yeah, I used to go with my dad when I was a kid.
Really? Okay.
Oh yeah,
So you
I've
can
been out
catch a
there.
big old marlin or something, huh?
I never caught a marlin, but I caught fucking 7 or 8 good sized snappers. I caught me a tarpon one time. He was a little guy, um, so we had to throw him back. And then I caught me some roughy and some lionfish and some other.
Oh yeah. Wow, those lionfish are poisonous, aren't they?
Yeah, but they're really tasty.
Wow. I didn't know you could eat them. I guess just about
Yeah,
anything's edible. The mild salt
but
licorice is all right,
you
but
just
the
have to.
extra strength stuff from Sweden is pretty crazy. I've tried a couple of times, How Dear says. I'm
Yeah,
finally here
on the
rewinding this
lionfish,
shit show.
when you clean them, you just gotta be careful that you
Hey,
don't
Homer.
nick the little venom sack,
Yeah,
because
exactly.
that'll
Yeah. Yeah.
that'll
Otherwise, you're going to have
poison
a
them.
horrible day. Yeah.
Right, but if you got them right, the little lionfish they're very tasty. They're
But
really
the
light.
thing of it is, the thing that really gets the boot up my bootay is not, I mean, preparing something like that, and you were talking blowfish as well, like the puffer fish, you have to
Mm-hmm.
be very careful with and how you prepare it. Uh, That's dangerous enough, but I can't even trust some of the foods when I go to the
Hey,
grocery market anymore. That's what really pisses me off, Shadowhawk. I cannot trust sometimes long-standing brands that they're not giving me. I know a lot of it's going to be ultra processed, but on some of these things, I can't even. It's just junk. It's toxic crap that your immune system, like you say, from pesticides or other things out in the environment, are enough. I hate going to the grocery store and bringing it home and it's sprayed with something or got something, an ingredient in it that, it's crazy that I can't trust that
well,
in
dude,
America.
you
I
you
cannot
gotta watch
trust my local grocery anymore.
you gotta watch everything you bring home. If it's fresh produce, wash that shit.
Yeah,
Do
definitely.
not
And there
take it out.
thankfully there's little things on the little codes, the little stickers that you get on your avocados, bananas, and other things. And you need to know that stuff, really. If you buy a lot of produce.
Mm-hmm.
Because that'll be
Well,
very
especially if
informative
you're trying
about
to be like,
what not to spray. Look, I told you I
but
watched a video recently, and it's approved. With Bill Gates, they spray a lot of the stuff, and they were scraping it off with a knife and setting fire to it. It was flammable.
oh yeah, it's a
It's not good to
fucking
put in
wax.
your body, folks. You got, and it
It's a wax.
and it's hard. Well, it's beyond that wax. It's something new that Bill Gates has come up with, and it's not good to put in your system. Hard
Well,
metals are,
it's a modern form of wax. Sorry.
okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, you're right. We're putting some waxes and stuff in our body. I can't resist the chocolate donuts that have the little paraffin wax on them, to keep it from melting.
No, they're
But
so
I know
good.
it's not good for me. Of course, if you eat any kind of donut, it's not really nutritious, but it's so good. Oh my gosh, they're so good. Donuts are a weakness.
I only eat plain donuts.
I like the cake donuts. I really like the cake donuts.
Well, dude, yeah. I eat the plain cake ones.
Yeah, those are great with coffee. Absolutely.
Oh, dude, you dunk that in coffee? Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. I much prefer a cake donut and have for a couple decades than over like the ultra sweet puffed up, regular donut.
Well, I know you were talking like a month ago about like the Krispy Kreme, the glazed ones, and they are really. I mean,
they're
ridiculously sugary good.
Yeah.
I mean,
plain sour cream donuts are good too. Yes, I try and get those as well.
Sour cream?
Yeah.
I ain't never heard of that. I don't like sour cream.
Oh, you would like them. You would like them. They're like a cake donut.
No.
They got they're a little sour, not much. I mean, it's just a little tinge of it's got a good taste. You'd like it. You would like it. Try one.
Like a sourdough bread or something.
I don't like sour cream. I don't like sour cream, but is that what they're called?
No, I don't.
Is that what they're called? Maybe they are called that, but I do like
the name of it is sour cream. It's fucking cream that has gone sour.
Okay.
So this is not fucking.
No, I'm talking about what they call the donut, and I think it is.
No, I'm just saying sour cream in general. I don't understand why people. It's called sour cream.
Okay, that's why he's calling it.
Would you drink sour milk, Rex?
No, and I don't eat sour cream. But now sour cream donuts, yes, I will eat a sour cream donut in a heartbeat.
Yeah, fuck that shit, man.
It's not my favorite. You ought to try. I'm just saying you ought to try one. Then you know.
Nope.
I can't believe that you wouldn't even try that. They're actually pretty damn good. Now you can keep the eclairs. I don't like the eclairs. I love the lemon field. Oh, I'll kill for a good lemon field donut. Raspberry field,
I got
jelly
the sour
field.
cream.
Oh, those. Yeah. The cinnamon sugar. Oh my goodness. Yeah. They're all good.
I got your sour cream, Rex.
Yeah.
Right here in these nuts.
Yeah. If they had a mayonnaise donut, I wouldn't eat that. But sour cream donuts are. And
but sour cream, you're good to go.
The crullers. The crullers are good with coffee.
What?
Crullers. The blueberries. Those are good. Those blueberry cake donuts. Oh hell yeah.
You were so fired, bro.
And pumpkin spice. Oh, I know you don't like those, but oh man, I used to be able to get some awesome
No, dude, I enjoy pumpkin spice donut.
Yeah,
a nice pumpkin spice donut is fine.
I do too. Yeah, real good.
But everything has pumpkin spice in it.
Oh,
now.
I know.
Coffee,
I know it. I know it.
Coca-Cola. Stop it already. I just want a nice pumpkin donut. That's all.
Yeah, there was some pumpkin spice. I don't know if it's muffin mix or something. I passed on it, but I got some of the apple cider to put in my. I thought about putting it in pancake mix with the pancake mix. I bought 2 apple ciders and said that is really good in the pancake mix. And I can't remember the other one that I bought, but I bought.
I get it now, there. I just don't like sauce.
Fermented bacteria similar to yogurt. Yeah.
And I do like yogurt, so I'm probably being hypocritical.
Maybe it's the name throwing him off, but it's actually pretty good. I like it.
It's fucking sour cream that tells you it's bad. The name tells you it's not fucking good.
Well, I mean, what about these monster drinks or liquid death or things like that? I don't like that negativity.
I don't drink any of those either.
I don't either. Why do you want to drink the juice from my armpit drink, or whatever? Some of these names do not appeal to me at all. People don't think anything about it.
I milked this 5-hour energy shot out of a pimple on my ass. There you go.
Wow. Okay, make that into a donut. What about donut hose? Do you like the donut hose, the cake donut hose?
I do like the donut hose.
Yeah. Just pop them in your mouth.
Oh, dude. Well, this lady died, unfortunately. But for like years, Mama had a customer come by. She would come by like every 2 weeks on Saturday or Sunday to get a haircut. And she didn't want to go to the salon and shit, right? So came to see Mama. And she would bring us the big fucking box of fucking Dunkin' Donuts munchkins. Like the assortment in there was like 50 of these fucking things in there, kid. The kids would go crazy.
Donut hose are called Tim Bits here because of Tim Hortons. Up in Canada.
Well, Tim Hortons, that dude is like the Hitler of Canada.
Well, when my sister came in April, we went to Krispy Kreme, but now we haven't went to Dunkin' Donuts. Now, Dunkin' Donuts, I went by myself and got a dozen donuts there, but they do not have near the selection that Krispy Kreme does here. I don't think they'll be in business that long where they're located, but this, I got to work donuts in this time too. They're just too good. So we'll probably have to go to get donuts somewhere. It may not be Dunkin's. There's other.
Well, you know what? I watched up here, man, on the border, where I live, Illinois, Indiana. Fucking Krispy Kreme exploded for about like 10 years.
Yeah.
And then everybody just got sick of them because they're too overly sweet. They're too fucking, you know.
They are sweet.
It's just like, yeah, it's just like overload.
Yeah.
And fucking, I don't even know if we've got any of them left up here anymore. There might be a couple,
Yeah.
but not many.
Dunkins are not like that. They're not overly sweet.
No, Dunkin's, they're, oh, dude. I've been eating the same, the,
Yeah.
cinnamon sugar, apple,
Yeah.
apple stuff donut
Was that
from
a
Dunkin'
pimple off your ass?
for like 20 years, dude. And they're always good.
Oh man, I got some apple cider donuts at Aldi, and they were good. This has
Oh,
been a while
bro,
back,
I
but
got a
man,
fucking, I got an orchard down like 15, 20 minutes away from me. We go every year, and they do donuts, they do apple cider, they do
apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar is very good for
Well,
you.
it's a
to
huge
drink.
apple orchard, and then they also grow like a shit ton of fucking pumpkins.
Yeah.
So they do the pumpkin spice donuts, which I don't mind a good pumpkin spice donut. I just don't want it in every fucking.
In everything, yeah, your coffee and everything else. Yeah, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Pumpkin spice
Just give me a
cheese
good pumpkin spice donut, and I'm good.
or pumpkin spice butter, or pumpkin spice cream cheese. I've had that before.
See,
It's
that
really
would
not
work
that
too.
great.
On a bagel or something, though, that would probably be all right.
I eat bagels, but bagels in the bakery world's got to be one of the weirdest things to me, really.
I don't know. It just depends. I like bagels. I like the.
Well, lox is a fish, right? Lox is a fish. A bagel lox.
Lox is just cured salmon, sliced really thin.
So, are you going to eat that at some point on your channel?
Sure. Oh hell yeah! But that's way above my price line at this moment.
Okay.
We're still in the dollar store fish at this moment.
Which is, are you checking to see where these things are made, like Malaysia or China, or are you checking to see where most of this stuff is?
Yes, I'm checking.
Brazil? I bet you Brazil's in there somewhere.
So obviously you have not watched any of my streams yet, right?
I watched some. Yeah, I didn't see you choking. Hey, I even told you took just a little bit of that red pepper and you little bitty fancy tongs, and I watched
you watched like 30 seconds of that stream.
You don't know what I watched. Yeah, I know. You don't even know.
I know exactly what you did, you lazy fuck.
Can't catch a break even on a day off. Damn.
But no, yeah, that little fucker was spicy as fuck. God damn, that thing caught me off guard, dude. I did not expect that. That little son of a bitch.
Well, I mean, you're right. They put that one pepper in there to infuse everything else, and that oil was orange. Yes, it did its job.
Oh yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Why
and that was in the mussels, wasn't it? The mussel can.
Yeah, I think that was the mussels. Yeah.
Yeah. And you said that the pepper had infused in the oil, in the mussels, everything.
Oh, dude, it was everywhere. It didn't fucking matter.
Yeah. And it was one of those it was one of those things where the heat kept growing and growing and growing after you'd eaten it.
Yeah. Well, the first bite, I actually grabbed like a little strip of the pepper
Yeah,
and
I
laid
saw
it
that.
on top of
And it wasn't very
it.
big either. Can you
No,
imagine if you'd eaten the whole
it
thing
was
or half of it? You wouldn't be here today. You would go,
that
wow,
thing,
is that SpaceX taking off in the bathroom? What the hell?
bro, man. I'm scared of what I might run into. 'Cause I got
Canned
a buddy of
eel?
mine.
I've had that many times. He says canned
Dude,
eel. Wow.
I got a buddy of mine who just stopped by today, and he just
Mm-hmm.
started working at this import store like a month ago.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, dude, you guys got any like canned goods and stuff? And he's like, I don't know. I mostly deal with all like the fresh produce and all that kind of stuff. And
Mm-hmm.
he comes back and he sees me tonight, and he's like, bro, we got shit from Italy, we got shit from Greece, we got shit from fucking Mexico. How much canned fish are you looking for? I'm like, oh fuck, alright, I'm gonna have to go over here and buy some
Yeah.
shit. So yeah,
How about Jack Mackerel?
get
Have you
ready,
done
people.
Jack Mackerel yet?
Um, no, I haven't done mackerel yet. I did shit. What was pickled herring was the last
Oh,
one.
pickled herring. Yeah. Yeah. How Deer says
I was pleasantly surprised. I didn't think I was gonna like the pickled herring, but
the
not bad.
canned eel is in a slightly sweet barbecue sauce, he says.
Ooh, alright, I'm
Huh.
gonna look forward to that one. That
Yeah.
sounds pretty good.
Yeah. I
I,
watched.
I I got no problem eating eel, octopus, fucking squid. I mean, you put whatever you want to in front of me, as long as it tastes fucking good. I got no problem.
I've had fried octopus, I guess. Breaded and fried, I guess.
Mm, dude, you gotta try a Greek octopus salad.
No, I don't.
They just, oh, it's so good.
No.
They lightly boil the tentacles, just like
Yeah.
what do they call that? When you just kind of flash boil them and then you cool them down real
Blanch it.
quick.
Blanch. They're blanched.
Blanch it, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
They just blanch it,
Mm-hmm.
and then they cut it up into little bite-sized pieces, and you mix it in with carrots and
Yeah, because if you
celery.
overcook it, it gets rubbery. Kind of tough to chew.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'll tell you what.
I'm just not into, I like a fish that does not
A
really
nice
taste.
Greek octopus salad, bro.
You're not going to
It's
convince me.
heavenly.
I'm glad you like it though.
It's heavenly, bro. It's fucking so good.
I like a fish that doesn't taste too fishy. A heavy
Well,
fish taste.
yeah,
Like cod. Cod does not
so,
have an overly, and even some
so you don't like,
catfish. Some
so you
catfish
don't
can
like
taste
fish.
fishier than others. You know, you know what I mean by fishy
So,
taste.
so yeah,
Yeah.
so basically, you just don't like fish.
No, I wouldn't say that. We had fish fries all the time, but now I prefer and some like perch, bluegill, redfin, things like that. They would be like perch
Well,
would be,
those are
would be
those are lake
sweeter.
fish,
I prefer more
right?
of a
But that
bland, non-fishy taste.
okay. So you're more of a lake fish guy than an ocean fish guy.
Yes, yeah, I am. Yes, uh-huh.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. And there's definitely a difference
Would you try
between
canned whole
freshwater.
chicken? I saw them at the grocery store here and got one once just to see how it tastes.
Yeah, that's kind.
Yeah,
I don't see why not.
I don't see why not. Yeah. I mean, they've been canning
Dude, they
whole
got that.
chickens for a long time.
There's that company out of Boston that does that brown bread in a can. Like,
Brown
I
bread.
mean, yeah, like thousands of people have done taste tests on this thing. It's like a little compressed loaf of bread in a can, and you
Okay.
open it up, and the thing just like expands out,
Oh
and you get
wow.
like a
Yeah.
little loaf of rye bread, like
Oh, is it?
fucking,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah,
Well, now
it's like
rye is
a
not
it's
really
like
a
a
brown bread. I mean,
well, I don't know. It's brown
I'm
bread,
trying to
so
think
it's
what a
got like
brown bread is.
brown sugar in it or
Yeah.
molasses.
Well,
Oh,
molasses.
Mama Hawk.
Molasses. Yeah.
Yeah, Mama Hawk is saying molasses. Okay, so I guess it's kind of like a sweet bread.
Yes. Uh-huh. I found it too rubbery plain, but it worked great added to a soup. Huh.
Wait,
Yeah.
whoa,
He's talking about the
whoa.
canned chicken, the whole
Oh,
chicken. Yeah.
yeah. You bet, yeah.
I could see
It's.
that. Yeah.
I would imagine, yeah, the texture's probably not that great. You gotta
That's
do something
wild that
with it.
they can that under pressure. And once you open it up and break the seal, it starts expanding. The bread does. That's pretty neat.
I do
But
is
yeah,
fucking crazy shit.
I like a good brown bread, and yes, it has some molasses in it, and maybe brown sugar in some
Yes,
cases. Yeah,
and molasses and brown sugar, I think. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
but it's actually it's pretty good.
I love oat.
It's
I
good.
love oat bread, and things that's got like sunflower seeds and other
Well,
things in
dude,
it. I
what?
like
The
some of
thing,
the grain breads.
what I made when I
Aldi's
was
got
on
a
first
12
trip.
grain bread. Now I was buying it some this year, but I kind of replaced the sourdough that I was getting with that 12 grain bread for a little while, and I just haven't seen it in the
Nah,
stores. They do run out of some things. Uh,
but dude, we used to test out like you know survival stuff like that and camp
uh-huh.
goods. Because we would go. I mean, we went camping 4 or 5 times a year for
One
like.
of my favorite things and I got one not too long ago, is a canned ham. And you can get that barbecue too, but I prefer just the plain, and it's
Oh,
packed
dude,
with that
those
gelatin all
little,
around.
yeah,
Put
the
that
little
in the
bitty
oven.
one. Yeah,
It's
those are
almost like
good.
spam. It's so salty. It's almost like
Mm-hmm.
spam. Anyway,
They're
we're going to
good
get
though.
out of here. I'm having a great conversation here, but he's making me hungry. Maybe I'll go to the store. I think I will now, because I'm kind of limited on what I have in stock. And since I saved money having tacos today, I've still got money that I saved, to go out to eat
Woo.
on. So I'll go to the grocery store and save some money.
There you go.
I like to cook for myself.
All right. Well, hail everyone. Love you
Maybe
guys.
I'll get
Have a great,
another pizza
have a
round.
great end of your weekend.
Absolutely. And go watch us over on the draw stream on Omer's a little bit later. I think that starts at 8 Central. How dear,
Okay.
thanks for all the great conversation in the chat as always.
I may pop
Everyone
in
that
for a little while.
came in and everybody that lurked and didn't make a comment. Um, yeah, we kind of took a little lull
We
day today just to kind of have a good conversation about a
we love
myriad of
our
different
lurkers.
things. But I'll be working on the sketch cards. I've got like almost 55 of them done. I think 54 completed. I've got some started and not completed, but completed. I'm getting there.
What's your goal, Rex? Where are you at? 102
Well, I mean,
or
we've got 74 backers, so I need at least 74. But now I've
okay.
also
Well,
comped.
that's what I was trying to figure out.
Yeah, I've also
So
comped some people, and
74.
we may get some new backers, like we got one the other day. So I got one additional one I've got to add to that count, right? Because it was 73. Now we got 74. So hopefully, and she's supposed to be printing up a couple cards for me, John Dillard artwork. That's the next thing she's printing. So I'll probably be picking those up this week. Looking forward to that. Can't wait to show you those. And some people on
Oh,
the
yeah,
campaign will be
bro.
getting those. John Dillard's artwork. It's that bystander
Woohoo.
piece where he's falling through space.
There you go,
and the-
Terry. We're closing in, John. We're closing
Oh,
in.
we're getting stuff produced. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. I have not received my
I'm
last
just saying, 'cause,
paycheck.
yeah,
I
I
will
know
tomorrow.
Terry is always
So
like,
2
when?
o'clock, 2:30 tomorrow. Hopefully it'll be in the mailbox and I'll see what I can do with my last paycheck. Definitely out of that, gonna have those John Dillard cards printed up. So I've already sent her the file
Sweet.
for that a few days ago. So she should be on printing 25 each of those because I knew the numbers on those. How many? That's going to be that's going to be the most limited card I think I've ever done. There's only going to be 25 of each made of those. So,
Oh, that's fucking awesome, bro. All
yeah,
right, man.
very limited.
Love
Very
you.
limited.
Everyone have a great night.
Absolutely. I'm off to the store.
Hopefully Shadow will survive until tomorrow at 4. Bye-bye.
Absolutely. See you later. Out for now. I'm going to get those